Mama Cherri's Festive pumpkin, sweet potato, and orange soup, garnished with some pumpkin sweet potato fritters with olives and jalapeno peppers. Woo! Delicious. Now, do you have a Hello, my gorgeous peeps in my universal world of peeps. Yes, it's me, Mama Cherri. And guess what? Things must be getting desperate because I'm back in my old kitchen. I just don't have the help that I used to. And my health hasn't been very good recently. But you know what? I am determined to get a video out to you guys for Thanksgiving. And I thought a really nice one would be a roasted pumpkin and sweet potato with a splash of orange soup, also accompanied by some sweet potato, pumpkin, olive, jalapeno fritters. Okay, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to say to you is stop, hit that notification bar, please become a patron, and subscribe. Keep Mama in the game. Y'all know I want to stay in the game. So I'm going to show you my ingredients first, and then I'm going to move on. So if you can point down to just this, you got it just there? On the board. You've got just the board. So we have Mama's Love Dust. You don't need to move. I'll move. Some coriander, orange, some cumin seeds. This is some diced garlic and ginger and some onions. Now that's going to go into making my soup. Now, the first thing I did is, if you can see here, I have roasted I had a whole pumpkin. I'm going to show you. And I have roasted it in the oven.
Okay, so I've taken my pumpkin and I have washed my pumpkin. I have de-seeded it. And now I have sliced it up. And I have added a bit of olive oil. And as you can see, my world famous lava dust. So what we're going to do is we're going to place this pumpkin into the oven and let it roast, okay? It's probably going to roast for about 40 minutes or so. I want it to be nice and golden and soft and juicy and good. And then we're going to bring it out because we're going to turn this into a luscious soup with a surprise pumpkin, olive, and jalapeno crunchy bits that you can dip into your soup like little fritters. So let's get going. Oh, I'm going to upgrade this soup. We are going to add some sweet potato. So it's going to be a sweet potato and pumpkin winter warmer Thanksgiving delight. Oh my good googa mooga, look at this. My pumpkin and my sweet potatoes are roasted to perfection. Let me just show you this. You can see how I can poke through. So we're just going to remove these now from the baking tray because I need to peel off the actual peelings. And then we're going to put them, and then I'm going to start to get my pan on the stove so I can cook up my onions and my cumin and my garlic and my ginger, all of the other things. I'm going to just kind of sweat them off and put them in a little bit of stock before we get started. So I'll come back to you in a minute. And I have roasted it in the oven. Now look how easy it is to peel. So I am going to, first, we're going to just peel off after it's been roasted. Throw it in there. Let's go for the next one. Let's just get this. Are you here? Get it over here.
Yeah.
Onto this. So we're going to get this pumpkin peeled, because what I'm doing is I'm going to add a little bit of water and create the stock for our soup. And here's some sweet potato, which was also roasted, nice and soft. Just throw that in. Okay, so whoops, wrong way. Put that there. So I've just got some plain water here. And I'm just going to add
that water. And then 2, stay on the thing. Don't follow me about, Phil, because I know you. To this, I'm going to just take this and place that on the back of my stove just so it can boil. Then I will strain it. So while that is happening, back to Mama, back over to here. I now have a pot, empty pot. To this pot, I'm going to turn my pot on. I'm going to add just a touch of oil. I'm going to bring it over to you so you can see in a sec. I'm going to also add to that a little bit of butter. And then, you know I'm coming in straight in. Let's take these off because these are for my fritters. I'm going to come back to those. So we're going to go straight in with, I'm going to bring it here so you can see. So I'm going to come in with my garlic and ginger, my cumin seeds, my love dust, and my onions. And my ginger and garlic. So let's just get those on. I'm not going to add the coriander or orange until the last minute. So while that's happening, I'm going to slice off the peelings from my orange. Okay, just like this, really simple. And this is going to give you some really nice holiday flavors. So pop it into the comments, please, to let me know what you're doing for your Thanksgiving. Now I'm going to add this directly to my stock pot. Let's just get that in. Let that go. So I can hear a little bit of a sizzle happening. Let me just give that a stir. So now look, just have a look. Can you see how my love dust has collected? So let's just get that on. Let's just let me turn that off. I can see the thing's not on right. That's right. Now, we're going to just leave that. So while that's happening, I'm going to, just down here, I'm going to break up my pumpkin. Now, some of this firm pumpkin, because some of this pumpkin is going to actually go into our fritters. So I'm going to leave some of that on the board, and I'm going to leave a sweet potato on the board. Okay? Because these are pumpkin, sweet potato fritters that we'll be making to go with our soup. Let's put a little bit more pumpkin down there. That's good. So I'm just going to break this up. Oh, sounding good back there.
Sizzle, sizzle.
Give that a stir. Now we want to sweat these onions down. So I'm going to let that cook for about 5 minutes. So we're going to pause it. We're going to come straight back to you. Can you just pause? Okay, so while our pumpkin soup is about to do its thing, we've got our stock on. I've got my onions cooking nicely with the cumin and everything. We're going to just cut up and get ready for our fritters. Now these are going to be with little tiny pieces of courgette, little dices in there. So let's just get this cut. Nicely, nicely. And these fritters can be just kind of like a little appetizer, or can be used as your bread to go with your soup. So we're giving you 2 recipes in one today. So, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? Guess what? For the first time in I don't know how long, I am not actually cooking a Thanksgiving meal. No, I'm not. Phil and I are headed off to Venice and Florence, Italy, just for a short break. I needed a break. We've been having so many different things happening with our health recently. We just need to get away. And plus, hey, what is the month of November for? But to travel. That's when we tend to do most of our traveling.
So I'm just cutting this all up. And this is a little bit of jerk seasoning, homemade. Here are our spring onions. They're going into this. So let's just get these cut up. Let's get all of this cut. Nicely, nicely. Okay. There we go. And woo! That's good. Good. Nice. All right. And I did say to you, it's going to have some olives in it. So let's chop up our olives. And to give it a little bit of a punch, we're going to have some jalapeno peppers. So let's put these on the board and get these chopped up. This is going to give it a little bit of a spiciness to it, but not too much heat. Ooh, looking good already. You know me, I get excited. Okay, so have a look at that. It's looking good. So we're now going to add to our pot. I'm going to just bring it down here. I'm going to add my pumpkin and my sweet potato. Can you hand me that strainer there? No.
Which one?
Bill.
Which one?
Right over there.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Like I'm going to use that one.
I didn't know what you meant.
Okay, so here's my strainer. I'm going to put this over the top like this. And now I'm going to get my stock. Oh, yes, yes, yes. And we're going to... Oh, yes. Woo! Y'all know I get excited when a plan comes together. Let me just bring this to you here real quick. So, let's see here. So we're going to mix this up, but now we're going to let this come to a lovely boil. So let's just leave that on. Whoa. Okay, so let me get back here at you. So we now have some self-raising flour. Not a lot. I may need to add a little bit. Oh, I forgot the orange. Let's drop it in. It's going to get blended into it. So, and this one, I want them both in. Let's get that orange in, because we're going to whip this to put some cream in this in a bit. So, to our flour, we're going to just scoop all, and let's get this pumpkin in there, some coriander, our olives. Wow. Okay. Let's just give this a stir. Can you hear that bubbling? Come on over here.
Yeah.
Bring it on over. Come on up to there. Looking good. All right, let's just go back here. Let's mix this pumpkin. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my hands. Okay. And I'll put a little bit of this jerk seasoning. I don't want it to be too spicy. I'll put it in. Hey, it's us. You know? And you can go look online and get my jerk seasoning recipe. So I'm going to mix this. Now because of the actual pumpkin, you can see it's actually quite moist. I could probably just drop in like that. But what we want is we want these to be really light and really crispy. And therefore, I find the best way to do that is to add either some sparkling water or the cheapest beer you can find on the market. So I'm going to just put a little bit of my beer in, and that helps, just makes it crispy. You don't need much. Oh, well, I guess I'm going to have to finish drinking that later. So let's just get this like this. Might need to put a little bit more, what's it called in?
Beer?
Some more flour. But I'll see. Leave it, don't worry. So, here we go. So, we're just going to pause while I just clear up. I'll come right back. Stop. Okay, so if you have a look down here, we've got our roasted pumpkin, our roasted sweet potato. We've got an orange and loads of different spices. So I'm just going to add a touch of milk. And then we're going to go in and try and blend this. Use fresh cream. I didn't have any, so I'm using milk. But you do want to try and get in there. You don't really want any massive chunks. So you want to make sure your ginger, your garlic, all your onion. Now, obviously, with soup, you can have it as thick or as thin as you like. So, we're going to leave this for the moment because we're now going to go straight on to making our fritters that are going to go with this. Now, you can either use a deep fat fryer or you can just put some oil in a pan as I have done. So, all I'm going to do, you watch, we're going to take about that much. And we're literally just going to drop it in. Don't worry, I'm going to bring it over to you. And you saw I only had a little bit of flour. But you will see how many of these little fritters we get. Okay. So, that's only going to take a minute. So, I'll come right back to you and then I'll bring it forward so you can see. So, let me show you. Look how quick and easy. I have got here some sweet potato and pumpkin, olive, and jalapeno ones. And let's do one more batch. And then I'm going to serve up our soup and our fritters. And this is going to be part of Phil's dinner tonight.
Looking forward to it.
I'm going to have pumpkin soup and sausage and mash.
I can live with that.
I know you can. There we go. So let's put those there. And now let's bring the soup forward. Doesn't that look lovely?
It does.
Okay, you see the white button? I mean the square button. Take a picture of it. You have to do the picture.
Yep.
Go straight down to it, please.
All right.
Straight it up.
Oh shit! What happened there?
What? What happened?
It stopped the video. I hit the wrong
Because
one.
you hit the wrong button. You hit the stop instead of the picture. It's all right. So we have here some soup, and then we're going to just put a couple of the pumpkin fritters next to it. Stay there. Stay there. I asked you to stay. Please, Phil. Please. And then we're going to garnish it with a little bit of coriander. And there we go. Mama Cherri's festive pumpkin, sweet potato, and orange soup garnished with some pumpkin sweet potato fritters with olives and jalapeno peppers. Woo! Delicious. Now, do you know how to take the picture now?
Yeah, I've just done one.
You got one. All right, give me another one like that.
Got it.
Got it. So, with a little bit of peace, a whole lot of love and healing
and a festive holiday to everybody out there in the world. This is Mama Cherri. Hope you enjoy it. It's so easy. Try and make it. Bye.
Don't stick your hand in any hot water. I got cook's fingers. I'm used to this kind of stuff, okay? Use a spoon. It's gonna be like rubber, all right? And you don't want rubber in your dish.